Hi everyone, and welcome to another reading. This time we are asking the universe any advice or guidance in what's unfolding next on your path. And we have three piles to pick from, or three cards. We got the Crumbling. What are you clinging on to? With, I believe this is Rhodonite. We have Play, with Have Fun, Celebrate, Don't Be So Serious. With, I believe this is Red Matrix or something like that. And we have pile 3 with Lemuria, Creating Heaven and Earth, It's Happening. And that's with the Cowrie shell. Okay, so take a deep cleansing breath in, surround yourself with beautiful white light, and let yourself be guided by the images or anything that popped out for you. Don't overthink it. Your instinct already knew the moment you looked into this reading. If you need more time, you can pause the video, and whenever you're ready, you can jump straight into your reading on the timestamps below. I'll see you guys in your reading. Hi, pile 1. If you picked the Rhodonite with the Crumbling, this is your reading. You actually got a second card from the main. So we'll have that one there, and we're gonna pick the cards together. So we are asking the universe what guidance or advice it has for you with anything that's unfolding in your life at the moment. And the first thing that is coming up with the Crumbling card is like literally the question, what are you clinging on to? I feel the universe is asking you to release something in order for you to step into this new energy. There's been a lot of energies in regards to new openings of possibilities for the collective. And sometimes some things are not fully able to come through because there's something holding the flow, right? There's a wall, there's a door, there's something. So what I see here is this tower energy, right? Something needs to fall down, something needs to be let go in order to open this path, so you can see clearer what is and what isn't. Because the energy of the tower is all about, the entire tower doesn't fully go away. There's always some sort of foundation or structure that is strong enough that stays, and from there you can rebuild, right? And the beauty of this, that even though it looks kind of scary, you know, like a dark tower and lightning, you can see that once that tower opens up for you, there's just beauty and abundance and color waiting for you, which is also part of the energies that I've been picking up collectively, that say that what is coming through are actually really positive things, that everything that is happening for your best interest, for your highest good. And there shouldn't be any fears or doubts or worries in what needs to be released. Because once you release it, you're actually opening yourself up to receive vibrant colors, like a vibrant life Even the lightning is I feel it as part of the electric energy of what's unfolding for you. It's like a zap, and all of a sudden this portal opens and you're able to see clearer where you're going. And once you do, it's going to be so much easier to step into it. It's actually going to be so much easier to continue to release if there's any sort of attachment still to whatever thing or place or person or object that you need to release into the world, into the ethers, for you to open up this energy for you. Okay. We got all of the cards there. I do want to use some tarot, and I forgot to take it out, but it's here. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so let's start with these cards. I'm actually gonna put this one here. All right, let's see what unfolds. Compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. So this is very beautiful energy because it's actually confirming. It's the universe saying, hey, I know that releasing this might be really hard. You're holding on to it maybe because you have a deep care or love for it. Maybe it has been with you for a very long time and you're not sure how life is going to pan out without that energy in your life. But it could also be an energy of like carrying something that is a little bit on the heavy side, and this is why the word forgiveness, setting you free, shows up, because sometimes it's just a matter of releasing a grudge, releasing resentment, releasing something that happened in the past that you're holding on to, maybe because, you know, it really hurt you or it really made you angry or it really affected your life. But time has passed and maybe that's still like that's already in the past, but you haven't been able to release the energetic attachment around it. And sometimes this is, and I say sometimes, it's like correction. Always, if there's a situation that you need to forgive or a person that you need to forgive, most likely you also need to forgive yourself in the process. Because the fact that, for example, someone took advantage of you and you're upset about it is also a reflection of you allowing a person to take advantage of you, even if you were not fully aware that they were doing that, or you thought that they came with more pure intentions, or maybe they didn't fully mean to take advantage of you, but it's how things played out, and you're just not allowing yourself to release that. Maybe probably because of protection, right? You want to hold on to that feeling because you want to be extra aware for when you're in a similar situation or in front of and for example, I'm thinking, I don't know, a romantic relationship that went sour and now you're like kind of guarded up, in a sense, right? You want the love, you want to welcome love into your life, but then there's this energy of like, I'm angry at this thing that happened, or I'm hurt about this thing that happened, and it just keeps popping up. And you have to disempower that energy by forgiving the situation or the person and forgiving yourself for allowing that to happen, because we all have free will. We can say no, we can remove ourselves from situations, even if it's uncomfortable or if it hurts us or if we really don't even want to. Because, for example, here, you can have deep feelings for someone and you want to be there, you want to figure things out, but things played out in a different way. So you have to release that energy. And this could be with anyone. This could be with a friend. This could also be with maybe a company that you worked for and you were excited to be there and you wanted to grow there, but things didn't quite move in the direction that you wanted. And, you know, now you're like, you know, putting my energy into another place. All of this energies that might, from the past, that might block you from moving forward. And the first step is actually, I love that, be gentle with yourself is first. Over forgiveness will set you free, because that's the first step, having compassion with yourself. And compassion just means that you realize that you're a human, that we're all in this human journey learning from our experiences and from our decisions and from our actions, and we're just gathering data. So if you take the experience as data for you to show up better in the future for yourself, to have maybe better boundaries, to maybe move a little bit slower, to maybe communicate more clearly, all these little things that you might have learned through the process will allow you to have compassion for yourself and forgive yourself and release that energy in whatever ways you need to. You know, journal it, go to therapy, talk about it, maybe record about it on a voice memo on your phone and listen to it. Maybe cry about it. I don't know, just set an intention around an action. For some reason, this example came through of like saying, you know what? I am releasing this, and I'm going to take a spa day, or I'm going to take a weekend vacation, and I'm going to this place to just release this energy through resting and through introspection and through relaxing and through bringing compassion, love, and joy into my life and into my heart and into my body. Maybe having some fun, and you know, when I come back, I want to start shifting, right? Things don't happen in a blink of an eye, but you can set that intention and you can create this, maybe an activity. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a full weekend or a full day. It could be like an activity that you're going to do that is going to communicate to yourself and to the universe, I am doing this for myself to cleanse the energies around me and around this situation in my heart. I want to release it and take it out, that blockage, so I can see the path forward, and so I can see that there is beauty and abundance actually waiting for me. That the darkness that was because of the situation that happened is no longer, and I don't need to continue to carry that, because right now it's just blocking my path into more of an abundant, beautiful, and fulfilling life than helping me. And that's the other part that we need to understand too. Like, at what point something is protecting you and at what point is hindering you. Am I saying that correctly? So you have to pay attention to that, right? Sometimes the protection expired and now it becomes a block. And it becomes a block for you to receive beauty, for you to receive abundance, for you to receive fulfillment. So gift yourself forgiveness, gift yourself compassion, and gift yourself the release of any energetic cords to things from the past, situations from the past that you might be carrying because you don't want to go through them again. And if you have them really present, you maybe will have the awareness of not allowing yourself to get in those situations again, but in reality is just creating blockages. Whispers. Let me see. I'm gonna put it down here. Whispers. And I take that as like the whispers of your soul. I think like at this moment in time, you might already know what this is about. There has been something telling you like, hey, you need to open up your heart some more. Your heart is the center of your energetic alignment of your chakras. And when that's blocked, it just creates blockages on the upper body, how you communicate and receive information from the universe and from others, but also the lower chakras that are grounding and creating and giving you the fire to create what you want, hence the blockages. That's why opening your heart is such a beautiful exercise in order to start aligning and opening up the rest of your chakras and aligning your chakras, because it's there where the magic happens. That's like the kitchen of your body, you know, where there's warmth and where there's all these things that are created for the nourishment of your body and your soul, and for you to heal and for you to enjoy yourself and find pleasure in the everyday, and come up with creative ways of doing all of this, of grounding all of this. Oh my God, more confirmation 24. Let it go. Let it go. Whatever it is, let it go. Let it go. It's funny because hummingbirds are also associated with joy. There's a heart here, talking about the heart chakra, another heart here. And it's the yellow, and like here, I saw this yellow, and I feel like it's talking about that energy of opening your heart, of allowing this light to just come in and just unwrap your heart, break the walls that are keeping you stuck in regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Oh my goodness. I feel like the message already came through and now the cards are just confirming it. I know that I cannot change the past. You cannot change the past, but you can go to the past to see, hey, all of this happened and I participated in this and this and this and this way. So I'm collecting data of things that I should approach differently to not only protect myself and not be in those situations again, but to show up better for myself and in turn for others. Because usually when you don't show up good for yourself, it affects other people as well. It affects other things in your life, right? And this could be a very like simple example. Let's say you decided not to go to work, you know, you took a mental day off, and that's fine. I'm all about that life. But let's say you're doing it because you just are having such an emotional day, because this thing keeps popping up for you and you're like, I don't know what to do. And you're like, let me just be with my feelings, which is a beautiful thing. And it's pretty much what the energy is telling you to do, to kind of like be in your feelings so you can see what happened, collect the data, be aware about it, and release the freaking rest. Let it go so those walls can come down, so your heart can be unwrapped, so they can be healing, forgiveness, and compassion that comes through to release this regret and ground yourself in your power, in your heart, in your joy, and open this door of opportunity, of abundance, of beauty to come into your life. Flower moon blossoming with number 33. Blossoming. It's this energy of your heart wants to open up. Your heart wants to love. Your heart wants to enjoy. Your heart wants to find pleasure. And we did give an example of romantic relationships, and that could also go with, again, family, friends, even work scenarios. But there's also a thing about like, maybe you really enjoyed doing something and you had an accident, or maybe you really tried to be successful at something and it never worked out, but it's something that you enjoy so much and you're holding on to that situation or to that failure, and you're not allowing yourself to do it, to open your heart to it, to love it, to play with it, to enjoy it. So family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And I love that because, oh my God, yes, two, two, two and two, and the two, there is this support. There are people around you who love you and can mirror back to you more of that love, more of that, yes, like you used to do this and you were so happy when you did that, and or like when you were, I don't know, there's the people who love you and who pay attention to you can have clues on maybe the things that have closed your heart, right? Especially the people who have known you in scenarios where you were like in todo tu apogeo, in all your light, in all your power, in all your passion. Like they've seen you excited about this or super in love about it, because you can be in love with activities that you do, right? Like, oh my God, yes, you used to paint all the time and you love that so much and you're always so excited, and but like that, when you stopped, I feel like when you stopped, you became a little bit more, I don't know, like closed off, right? The things that you love doing are also a great healing space, because this could be about something that you love doing that you're not doing anymore because of something that happened. But also it could be a way to move through this. Like instead of therapy or journaling or a voice memo, maybe you can draw your liberation, your freedom, like how you're letting this go, just put that energy into something and release it out of your body, release it out of your energy, and set that intention, the before and the after, to communicate to yourself and to the universe that that part is done, and that from now on, each and every second that passes, that situation, that experience is getting farther and farther away from your etheric body, and it's being transmuted into fuel, into love, into passion, into compassion, into forgiveness, into freedom, into grounding more of the things that will open your heart. Okay. And we got this card over here that says, your journey is not defined by your pain, but by the strength you've gained from overcoming it. Isn't this freaking perfect? Again, your journey is not defined by your pain, but by the strength you've gained from overcoming it. And that's the data. That's the data. The strength is not only about overcoming something that was really hard and being strong enough to still be here, moving forward and finding ways to live happier and with a more open heart. It's the fact that you're stronger now because you have certain tools, because you've had to overcome this, but also because you have the awareness and the knowledge and the data and the wisdom from that experience to not go through that again. And for things to be more grounded, more stable, and more successful next time. And maybe also knowing how to deal with disappointment a little bit better, right? Because through disappointment and through dealing with it, we actually get a little bit better at dealing with it. But we also learn how to keep our vibration in a place that we can continue to overcome, continue to move forward without closing our heart. Taking the beats that we need to take, understanding our healing process, and moving faster through disappointment, moving faster through what we consider failure, because ultimately we are gathering data. We are becoming stronger. And that is your reading, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. If you ever want a one-on-one reading with me, you can book yours on sparklingcarla.com. Follow me on Instagram at sparklingcarla for daily updates and messages, and just to stay in touch. You can also sign up for my newsletter. I send it like once, maybe twice a month, with some updates and the replays for the monthly energy readings, which happen on Instagram every first Monday of the month. Thank you so much for being here. Please share, like, subscribe to the channel. Share any comments on this reading and how it resonated with you. And I wish you an amazing rest of your day. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you picked the play card, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious with the, I believe it's a red matrix, along those lines is the name. Stone, this reading is for you. And we are going to pick the cards together. And out of the bat, you might be my pile connected to actually, I released a collective reading in connection to the color pink, the heart chakra, and Hathor. And you might want to listen to it because it has this energy. Yeah. Because right off the bat, I mean, we don't have to go very deep about this. It says it right there. The guidance for you is to play, is to have fun, is to celebrate, is to whatever is keeping you in this seriousness, maybe in worry. Maybe you're just like, there's no time for fun. Like, I need to figure this out. I need to like take care of this. I need to do this. The universe is like, sure, I guess, but you also have to make time to play. And I feel like this is not just like weekend play. Like maybe incorporate it more into your daily life. This could be as simple as like, okay, once I'm done with work, I am going to do something for me that I love, right? I'm gonna watch an episode of my show, or I'm gonna make dinner plans with a friend, or I'm going to take that dance class, whatever that is. Whatever feels like play, whatever is fun for you, whatever you feel like. Ooh, also, this could also mean, the card just flew away. This could also be about any day I'm gonna finish that sentence. Yes, this could also mean about having reached some sort of milestone, even if it's very, very small. And I think I do this. It's like you reach something and you're like, okay, cool, I did it. Okay, let's move on. What's next? And the universe is like, okay, no, hold on. Like, you worked really hard to reach this point. And I know maybe this is not like a huge accomplishment, right? You're not where you want to be just yet. This is like a little grain of salt in the pearl that is your life. But having said that, you did accomplish something. You did reach a milestone. You did reach this like next step that it's allowing you to be closer to the destination. So why are you not celebrating? Find a way to celebrate, even if it's just like getting a pedicure, manicure, or like getting a haircut, or I don't know, like planning a girl's night out, just like whatever, or a boy's night out, whatever this is. Just like do it for you. Do it to acknowledge the fact that you deserve fun, that you deserve to be happy, because if you don't allow that energy in, it's really hard to keep moving. You know, you have to fuel yourself, and not just with the right foods and sleep and organizing your daily life in order to be productive and achieve the goals that you want to achieve, but it's also acknowledging that you are achieving things, and that your mind, your body, your soul also need fun, also need to just let loose and enjoy yourself. And your card just flipped in here. And now it's, oh, I saw it, there it is. Okay. All right. So let's start. What else is unfolding? Imagination. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. I think this is also, okay. I love like these lines. They're the wings. They're here in connection to the sun. So it's like the light, the wings, the things that are making you fly and excited, because that's the other part of like playing and celebrating. It's like you enter this space where you enter more of your imagination. It's like kids, right? Kids have fun, kids play, kids use their imagination. Because when you're in production mode and all you do is like, okay, I'm gonna eat healthy and I'm going to go to the gym and I have all this like productivity apps, and the calendar is like everything is in order, and I'm like doing the thing every day, I'm very proud of myself, and I'm like achieving, I'm doing, it's like, that's freaking great, but that's not a sustainable life. And ultimately, if you want to create something bigger from whatever you're currently creating, it's going to be really hard to do so, because you're not allowing your imagination, where everything starts, absolutely everything starts, to come through and guide you. So this is why letting loose and playing and celebrating and just having fun, more often than a lot of people allow themselves to, including myself sometimes, to just have fun, to just liberate your soul, liberate your mind, liberate your creativity, even if it's just by experiencing it. Like, go watch the movie, go to the museum, go to the gallery, you know, go to this experiential exhibit, right? Those like rooms, and you go in and you kind of like interact with the place. Like, allow yourself to play, allow yourself to put yourself in those situations, to open your mind and open your imagination. It's so important, because getting in a groove, it's good, but then it becomes a problem because you're stuck in this loop. And one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, I am so bored and I don't know why. It's like, because you haven't allowed yourself to celebrate your milestones. You haven't allowed yourself to really take a night off, or a weekend off, or a day off, or go on a vacation, or do the things that really spark you in like into fun. Yeah, it's in that space where you can create more, where you can create the next level. Because if you already envisioned where you're at and you're in the process of getting it, that's cool. But like, what's next? And the thing is that even what you're working on currently can be expanded and maybe even accelerated or done in a better way, because your mind is open, your heart is open, your energy is open for imagination, for play. Soul song. Yes, I'm kind of in the speechless part of things, because yes, this is your soul. Your soul needs to play. Your soul is very much connected to your inner child. Who's your inner child? It's just you. It's just you at your purest form. You before all the experiences that may have hardened you, all the experiences that made you say, I can't have fun, I have to be responsible. Because when you're not responsible, these things happen. And you're right, you know, there are certain things that you need to do and certain things that you want to accomplish, and there is time and space to get organized, focus, and go for it and do the things and reach those goals and reach those milestones. But it's in balance with giving your inner child, who is actually the one running the entire circus the entire time. You can be 200 years old and your inner child is running the circus. But once you allow your inner child to exist, and you embrace it, you embrace him, you embrace her, you hug it, you say, yes, I forgot that I'm here living for your dreams. I forgot that your dreams include having fun, celebrating your milestones. Whenever you know, like when kids like learn how to read one word and we're like, oh my God, this is a huge celebration. Like we should carry that forward. Granted, not, but almost, you know, like we should celebrate all of our milestones. It makes the showing up easier, and it makes the showing up more expansive, because you feed your soul, you feed your ideas, and you feed your projects and the creativity on how to do things through play, through imagination. And your soul came in since you were born, and 11:11 on the clock, already knowing how to do this. Is through the growing process and through creating all of this walls, structures, and protections around ourselves, that we become hardened and we start to move towards productivity and showing up, and we lose this. We lose the soul song. We forget the soul song. And then we're like, what were the lyrics to my soul song? You don't have to think about them. You just have to go play. And in the play, you will remember instantly. It is your soul song. You have it in you. So go play. Stop being so serious about everything, you know? Instead of saying, don't be so serious. Don't take it so seriously. Like, let's bring it to a semi-serious thing, right? Maybe the day-to-day life, right? Work, paying your bills. You can make all of that fun too. There's ways to make everything fun. There's so many apps there that makes things more fun and more cute and more whatever. Adults, we are overgrown children. So feed your inner child, because he or she is running the show and has always been and will always do. So allow it to play. Allow it to create. Because it's through that energy that you are going to produce, that you're going to reach these milestones. Because it's balance. It's not about getting lost in revelry, you know, in party land. That's not the point. But the point is that we are energetic souls in human bodies, and that our souls are very much connected to the essence of children, of who we were as a child. And that involves play, imagination, and listening to that essence, listening to that inner child, listening to your soul song. Spirit of gratitude. And there's more of that energy of being thankful for the process, being thankful for the milestones. And that's where the celebration comes, because you say, oh my God, I achieved this. Go me, let's celebrate, let's honor it. A celebration is an honoring. And celebrations come in all sorts of ways. And some things require a bigger celebration or invite us for bigger celebrations. because of how big they feel in our lives or how important they feel in our lives, but even the small things like surviving the week, right? That's why we're always like, oh, the weekend is here, because it is not the time that we don't work. That shouldn't be it. It's the time that we get to play more. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. I love this. Why? Because the movement is that play. The running around, the dancing around, the just like singing, swimming, just doing the things that you love. And it's funny, this is catching my eye with these lines, but also with this flower. It's like play, imagine, and the blue is communication, and it goes into that orange where there's like creativity. You know, you're birthing these creations through play. You're birthing yourself and your life through play. You know, it's in those moments that you're happy and relaxed that you find solutions, that you come up with ideas. So there's that energy of like, change how you see play and celebration. See it as gratitude. And gratitude is such a huge magnifier of anything. Through gratitude, you grow more abundance, you grow more beauty, you grow more of love, you grow more of the things that spark joy. So change the way you perceive play and rest and fun and celebration and using your imagination. It's not just for kids. It's not for the dreamers, you know, the ones that are not doing much. The dreamers are building. 1717. The dreamers created iPhones and Disneyland. Granted, with a lot of help of other people. But it's in that essence that I'm talking about. You have to let yourself be in. To not only honor yourself and honor your path, but to create more of it in connection to that sense of play. Because that's the thing. You can incorporate play and imagination and just feeling in alignment, right? Because this is just about like being in alignment, doing things on a daily basis that are so in alignment with your essence, with your soul song, that it all feels like play. This could really well translate into maybe you are trying to figure out what you want to do. Maybe you're in this like career transition. You're like, I don't know what to do. Well, what do you like doing? What sparks your imagination? If you could do anything, don't think about the grown-up thing to do, or like what you've always said you would do, or what your parents would think, or what society has said that you should do because you're so good at this other thing. Oh, forget all of that. You think about that question and you go like, immediately, what do you see in your head? What sparks this like, oh my God, that would be so cool. Go with that. And you can start in wherever point, right? There is this thing of like shifting your perspective around fun, shifting your perspective around play, and mostly just allowing yourself to have fun, allowing yourself to play, allowing yourself to celebrate your milestones. Even if you're not quite in the space of like, oh, I don't think if I can incorporate this on an everyday basis. There's different types of personalities here. But find ways to incorporate it at the end of your day. Find ways to incorporate it at the end of your week. Like, have a special day for yourself. Like, maybe you're very productive and very organized. So what are your next 3 milestones, and what are you going to do to celebrate those? Like, just work with yourself, but allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to sing your soul song. Oh, we got number 11 here with fear. So there is a fear attached to it. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that came up is like, you have this fear of getting lost in the imagination. Like, if you have too much fun, then you're not gonna produce. And if you don't produce, then, I don't know, the bills don't get paid, or this thing that happened once might happen again, and you're like, not about that life anymore. But it's like, and again, this yellow light right here, within yourself, in your solar plexus, in the core of your soul, you want to set yourself free from that fear. I feel if you were drawn to pile number 1, you might want to listen to it. And I feel like I should have said the same, because I had this feeling while doing pile number 1 that they might want to listen to this one. And I think they might have messages for you that kind of interconnect a little. Yeah, you have to release this fear. And that's why the whole message of like, do it however you need to do it is coming through, right? Like, depending on where you're at, I'll take talking about inner child and soul song, your essence. Take baby steps forward into allowing more fun into your life, and knowing that because you did that, the rest didn't fall away, right? Because this is also about setting those boundaries with yourself. It's not about losing yourself in play and going, on a bender for a week or a month, right? It's about allowing yourself the space to use your imagination, to get out of your head and into your soul, to move your body at the rhythm of your soul. And it says, don't compare yourself to others. Everyone's journey is unique, and you're exactly where you need to be. Again, don't compare yourself to others. Everyone's journey is unique, and you're exactly where you need to be. I think there's also this fear of, okay, what if I allow myself to have fun and this is just so silly, and like no one's gonna take me seriously, or they're gonna make fun of me, or I'm just losing time doing this fun stuff and not producing, and like I feel like everyone's ahead of me and I'm here just having fun. Like, what is wrong with me? Absolutely nothing. You need to have fun. Your soul needs to have fun. In the fun spaces where you refuel is where you gather this ethereal knowledge, right? These visions, these ideas, these thoughts, right? That will connect you to more of your true path. So you can start slowly but surely shifting into more of what you love and creating it from more love, from play, from fun, and also celebrating. Because maybe you're like, no, but I have fun. It's cool. Yes, I do have fun. I have my weekends. I make plans. Okay. Are you celebrating yourself? Are you honoring your milestones? Or you're like, no, that's a waste of time. Like, I have things to do. Like, if I'm gonna celebrate what? This tiny little achievement? Yeah. Celebrate a tiny little achievement. I should put a mirror in front of me. Celebrate the little achievements. And this space over here is I'm not about it. So we're gonna pick one tarot card. I had made the executive decision in the first pile that I'm like, I think that message was so complete. I'm like, we don't need tarot cards, but right now we need one more card to wrap this message up. What more guidance and advice do we have for, okay, no. I am going to take just the first one. And we have here Pineal Pioneers, Ace of Activations. And that is literally your mind being unlocked through imagination, right? This kind of energy that comes through because you're allowing your mind to expand. And you're allowing your mind to expand through play, through celebration, through imagination, through whatever these activities that are play for you are. This is also why, if you see here, this pot is the head. And again, here on the top of the head, and even here, it's like you have to change your perspective around it. You have to find a way to change the perspective and incorporate, even if it's just, like I said, baby steps, to create more fun in your life, to allow yourself more of that energy in your life. Okay. Imagination, play, all of that is really much connected to also to the spiritual realm. And when you allow yourself to open your mind to receive that kind of energy, that's when you are able to receive those aha moments and those downloads, spiritual downloads. But downloads are not only just spiritual. Downloads come with ideas. Downloads come with solutions. Downloads come with reminders. Like maybe you saw one thing one day and you're like, oh, that's cool. You kind of like made a mental note, and like months later, sometimes even years later, you're like, oh my God, yes. And it's connected to something else in the present. And now you're like, oh, so that's why I made a mental note about it. That's why cosmically that was connecting to me at that point, but I didn't have this other piece. And it's a beautiful thing. And that's why spiritual practices are great, but play is a spiritual practice. Celebration, imagination is a spiritual practice, because you're honoring the soul, you're honoring the journey. And in that space, you're allowing more openness in your heart, in your mind, in your etheric body to receive. So your guidance and your advice at this time is to go play, have fun, celebrate that milestone you just achieved. Don't think so much about like what other people might think of the things that you enjoy doing, and the things that spark your imagination. Who cares? Who cares? That is your fuel. You're not telling people how to fuel their own minds, their own lives, their own bodies. It's fine. Do you. Sing your beautiful soul song. Be grateful for the energy within yourself that connects to this beautiful ways of being that uplift your soul, your mind, and your spirit. And with that, I'll leave you. Pile number 2, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. If you ever want a personal reading, you can book yours on sparklingcarla.com. Follow me on Instagram at sparklingcarla for more messages and daily updates and to stay in touch. You can also sign up for my newsletter on my website and also on the link in bio on Instagram. I send a newsletter once, maybe twice a month, with just updates and the replay of our monthly energy reading that happens on Instagram every first Monday of the month. And on that note, thank you so much for being here, for sharing your energy with me. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Share a comment if anything of this resonated and in what ways you are having fun and celebrating your milestones. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you picked the Lemuria card with creating heaven on earth, it's happening. And the Cowrie shell. This is your reading. Oh my God, like this is about guidance and advice for your next steps forward in your journey. And pretty much the universe is like, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing the things that are bringing more beauty and more abundance and more love and more excitement and more peace and more connection into your life. There is this energy of fertility, of abundance, of anything that you need, right? Being opening up for you. Like you have been working in creating this beautiful life for yourself, and in different ways, right? In whatever ways this applies to you. Maybe literally, you know, taking better care of your body, or taking better care of your home. Maybe, you know, just surrounding yourself with more beauty. Maybe experiencing more art. I don't know. Like there's something here that is unlocking more of that fertile, feminine energy type of vibe. Of creation, of fertility, of beauty, of bringing heaven to earth. And the universe is telling you it's happening. All these things that you have been envisioning and wishing for and working for in whatever ways that is, they are manifesting for you. Ooh, this one came out really interesting. Okay. All right, you got your card. Okay, so let's see, because aside from the universe being like, it's happening. So I take it like, keep doing what you're doing, because it's happening. Friendship, seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. Yeah, heaven on earth. So there are two things here. One, in connection with others, you might find more of that energy of connection and energy of support that will bring more of that heaven on earth type of energy. You know, you feel more supported, you feel more loved, you feel there's more resources because, you know, people together are more powerful than just one, right? Like you feel you have your people on your side, your community, your friends, your family, your soul family, you know, the chosen family they are on your side, and because of that you feel more powerful. You feel like you can keep moving forward and creating this heaven on earth for yourself. So say yes to invitations, make plans with friends. You know, this could be like a monthly outing or like a weekend brunch, whatever connects you. And this also gives me that energy of your community, like, because Lemuria is an entire place. So maybe it's not only about your family and your friends and the people that you chose as your soul family, but also about community. Like maybe you show up to that community party, or maybe your friend invited you to a party that, you know, involves more people than the usual inner circle crowd. Go network. There is that energy of like, you've been creating something and now reinforcements are being sent. Divine feminine. Oh my God, I said it, no? I said this has a lot of like feminine energy, a lot of heart, a lot of love, a lot of fertility. Yeah, it's that energy of creation through other people as well. A lot of sacral chakra energy, which is again the chakra of creativity, of fertility. Is connected to water, which is very feminine, very intuitive. Yeah. Yeah, the heartbeat of connection is your sacral. And you got earth magic, because again, this is creating heaven on earth. So it's bringing that magic down into the earth and anchoring it. And it's being anchored through creation and through connection and through love. And this is not so much romantic love. This is about like love for your soul family and your friends and your community and where you're at. Because you're creating heaven on earth, and it's not only within your body and within your home, but it's expanding outside of you. And this is why I feel like you need to connect. And my solar plexus is radiating so much energy right now. It's like, I wish I had a ruler. I would say like 5 inches of energy that I feel. It's like it wants to create and it wants to connect. And I feel like this might be, maybe this is something that you've reached a point where you need maybe support from others in whatever way that is. Like maybe bringing in more customers, or bringing in people to help you out. Like maybe you have your own business and you're like at the point where like, okay, no, I need to hire a team type of thing. Or maybe this is going to networking events or community events where you can connect with like-minded people that maybe will keep you inspired or will give you resources to create. And by resources, I mean like it could be like a workshop, right? You learn something new, things like that. Things that maybe you need to be out in the world, networking, connecting with people, connecting with friends, to bring in more of that creation in whatever ways you need to. So you can ground these energies and these ideas and bring them forward, because this seems to be like it's happening. It's like you're birthing a creation, you're birthing an idea, you're birthing something, and you've been in the process of doing this. And right now it's like, okay, you have to expand outside of yourself when it comes to community, networking, people, friends, soul family, to bring in something that will support more of this growth and this creation. Ooh, imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And I think it was pile. Now I forget. But if you felt called to one of the other piles, okay, pile 2. You might want to check pile 2 because it connected to imagination. And maybe you can connect that reading to bringing, you know, other people into the creation process, into the creation process, because imagination is more of that energy of creation. Everything starts in the imagination. So yeah, imagination is all connected to that creation process. And I was already seeing, like, maybe in community, in networking, in experiencing, you know, something in community, you can acquire new ideas, new perceptions, new ways of seeing things, or connect to the things that you're already seeing. It's like, oh yeah, that connects to this other thing that I'm visualizing, right? Because we get inspired from others. It's what we've been doing for millennia. No one is really reinventing the wheel. We're just elaborating from the inspiration that others left in the process, right? So I think connecting to others in community, networking, friends, soul family, you're going to be able to find more of the inspiration, and possibly resources, because there's earth energy here, grounding energy, physical energy, to create this. And we have sovereignty, which is more that this is the queen of the moon, more feminine energy, more feminine power, and it's about just grounding that divine feminine energy. It's like you've been given, and this also connects to the imagination card. So you've been given a vision of something that you want to create, and you've been working towards it, and the universe is telling you it's happening. Your next step, get social. Get social, because there's more inspiration there, there's more support there, there's more resources there for you to ground this even more, and for sure make it happen, right? Because the universe is already saying you're on track. That idea that you have, no matter what stage you're in, go for it. And what you need to do right now, the advice, go out into the world, because there are other things, you know, support, inspiration, resources waiting for you there, so you can ground this energy and birth it. Talking about creating and birthing, you are the architect of your own happiness. Design a life that brings joy, love, and fulfillment with every brick you lay. That's what I'm saying. It's also about having that connection, having that support, having maybe a little bit of fun in community with your friends, as you keep learning, as you keep getting inspired, as you keep gathering resources, as you keep bringing this idea, this vision into reality. And I feel for this pile is like, maybe some of you just recently had the vision and the idea, and the universe is like, it's happening, go for it. Like, you feel it. This is very doable. I can totally do this. Let's go. But it feels like for most of you, this is something that you've been working on for a little bit. And now the universe is saying, like, get out of your cocoon. You know, there was a space of incubation where you kind of like incubated the idea and did your research and, you know, started taking steps forward and started grounding this more. And now you might be in a space where you need community to come in. And to finalize the reading, I also love, like, there's 3141, which is a 4 and a 5. And that's just energy moving forward, right? Like, there's some sort of foundation that you've created already. And now in order to create a little bit more of a shift, in order to kind of like click in these changes. It's funny, that is also connecting to pile number 2. In order to create these changes, yeah, sorry, it's like pile number 2 has like similar energies. It's just read very differently from this, but I feel like there might be some messages there if you feel inclined to, but it's like in a different way. Yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, the 31 and the 41, which is, you know, the 4 and the 5, which is movement forward. So you're creating this shifts now to create more of that change, so you can move forward, probably with more support, and create more of this reality for yourself, because this is going to affect all of your life. And I think that's why Lemuria is here. It's not only your own world. I think this is something bigger that is going to affect more of your life once it's created, and probably other people's lives. Maybe this is something, a business that you're creating, or a product that you're creating, or maybe it's something for your community, you know, like you're trying to implement or add it. Whatever this is, it feels like a little bit bigger than just for yourself. Yeah, and we have here temperance, as above, so below. And what I love about it is that I've been talking about this imagination, which is very crown chakra right here with the sovereignty, but is heart-centered creation, which is that energy of the sacral, the orange, in connection with what you are envisioning and others. But also there's earth, which is a very like root chakra, with those reds. Even the moon on her forehead is red, her hair is red, and this is bringing the both worlds together, like from your crown chakra into the earth to be created, from imagination and visions into something physical and tangible in the world. This could be even an event that you're planning, as simple as that. And it was a vision, an idea, and now it's done, it's created, or it's about to be created in community. Like maybe this is just, you do it, like host the event, like maybe you're ready, you know, put it into the community, invite your friends, invite your community, invite your soul family. As above, so below. So as you keep getting more organized and grounded and bringing the pieces of your vision into reality, through this process, you're also seeking more of that imagination and more of the visions, so you can continue to take the steps forward, right? So this is why the universe is like, right now, go and experience and put yourself in that space where you can receive from others, whatever that is. Like walk this path of balance between continuing to envision this, the parts of it that are yet to be created, for example, and the process of doing it. And also navigating your inner compass and the way you do things, and then connecting it to the world and to the community. Like, what are the needs there? What is the balance that needs to be created there? Because, for example, if you bring people in to support you, like, what are the people's strengths? Like, what is it that you really truly want to do for this event, and what do you need help with? Because maybe it's not your forte, maybe you're not super interested in that part, but you need the support, right? But this person is really interested in doing that. It's kind of creating balance, the temperance, harmony, walking the middle path type of energy. Yes. I'm gonna put this here. I don't know. All right. And that's another 5. So you have 2 5s here, which is all about changes, about shifts. So community, friendship, your soul family. Yeah, putting yourself out there where you live, in like in your city, in your neighborhood. There is support there that is going to help you balance what you are creating. On that note, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your energy with me. If you ever want a one-on-one reading with me, you can book yours on my website, sparklingcarla.com. We can stay in touch on Instagram at sparklingcarla. I share more messages there, here and there. You can also subscribe to my newsletter. I send like 1, maybe 2 a month, pretty much just with updates and the replay of the monthly energy reading that we have every first Monday of the month live on Instagram. And that's all for now. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you resonate with this reading, please leave a comment in whatever ways you connected with it. I always love reading your comments. All right, well, see you in the next one. Bye.